Alright guys, welcome back, and today we're going to take a little break from coding, doing a lot of coding, and we're going to talk about images. How many of you have ever wanted to create your own game and you're wondering, man, where do I go get images? This is something I'm terrible at, creating my own images. But this isn't so much about art and making your image, but how to make it work the way you want in your game. So we have a lot of students and they do a fantastic job of coding their own games. If you go to our website, under kids, you can go to Code Dungeon. These are all made by kids. I haven't had any part of these, and for some reason they didn't all load. But, so a lot of these, you'll notice they just drew their own images, which makes the game super fun. And if you draw your own images, there's a few things that you need to know. So let's say we have this game right here, and we say, man, these enemies look fine, but I want to make my own images. I want to make my own enemies. So let's say you come to Piscal app. This is a great place to quickly draw things if you don't have like GIMP or Photoshop and you just want to draw something fun. So this is a good place to go. Our lessons talk about Piscal app and how to use it. So you come in here to create sprite and it gives you this little template. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have enough room. If you're going to build an image that needs to be big, make your canvas big. Okay, so 150 by 150, wonderful. Now, I'm not a great artist, but let's draw a little octopus. Okay, so let's say, well, I want, what did I resize this to? I wanted 150 by 150. There we go. So let's draw a little octopus or something that looks like an octopus. Here's some legs. Ooh, this one's turning out good. There's some legs. It's got a little neck, body area where it can squirt out ink, and then we have the head. All right, now let's give it some eyes. I'm telling you, I did not develop artistic abilities. They have big eyes, big old eyes. And then let's go a little more clear. Let's do some blue clear right there. And let's fill in the head. There we go. There is our octopus. And we say, beautiful, I love it. Let's go ahead and export it. So I'm gonna come down here, export, and let's download this. Here we go, I'm in the right images, and we'll call it, let's see, this is Octo facing right. And you can come right here, and you can swing it over to the other side, and you can, there we go, export it, and we have ourselves Octo that's facing left. All right, let's save these babies. Okay, so now we come into our code, and we say, all right, where do here's the enemies, they're right here. So here's my Octo right, here is my Octo left. Let me save this. Did I do capital letter? I think I did lowercase. Let me save this and let's open this up to play it. Okay, so you're playing this game and here comes the octopus, and you notice that you get close to them, but they seem to do the on hit a little bit early, and you're like, what's going on here? Why am I getting hit when I'm not actually getting hit by those things? So one of the main things to remember is the hitbox. And when you export an image, it is exporting a rectangle. So the hitbox on those octopus are actually this whole canvas size. And the way that you can see that in programming is if I come in here and I say, okay, octopus, let me figure out how big you really are. I'm gonna give you a border. Let's give you a border. I could do a background color. Let's do a border of 2 pixels, solid. Let's get green. You're gonna be highlighted in green. And I'm gonna put one on the other side too, even though they'll be the exact same. We'll make this other side yellow. All right, let me save this and I'll come to our game here and let's refresh. Okay, so now if you look at the borders around these, that's how big they actually are. So they're taking up a little bit more space than they need to on this on hit. See, if I hit that edge, but without actually hitting the octopus, we get this collision detection that's happening way too early. What will happen is a lot of times kids will come in here and say, hey, I want to build a little medic kit. And if I'm going to build me a health kit. So let me come right here. How big is this canvas? 32 by 32. They'll come in here, resize it, and all right, I'm going to build me a medic kit. Very, very cool. Let me come to red, and we have ourselves, oh man, I am a developing artist. we have ourselves a meta kit. Perfect. That looks great. Okay, so I'm going to export this. If anyone ever wants to make me images, feel free to just send them my way and I will put them into a game. Meta kit. Okay, so we have a meta kit now. I'm going to come in this game and I'm going to say, okay, set interval function. Let's go var medic equals new sgs.image, and we want that medic. Is that what it was called? Let's make sure I'm naming this right. Yep, medic.png. Okay, so we make a medic kit and we say, Mr. Medikit, why don't you just show up in the center? We could randomize this, but I want to focus more on the image. Show up in the center and give me health. Medic.type equals medic. Okay, he's going to show up in the center and he's going to come every 5 seconds. And then if I come down here, where's the on hits? Here's an on hit. Let's do another one. sjs.onHit between the player and the medic. That'll make a function. And when we collide, we want the player to, oh, he's supposed to get more health, huh? So look at this. We're going to do the opposite of this. So when that happens, we want our health pixels to be plus 100. We're going to add 100 to the health pixels, and we're going to then update it so that we have more life. All right, so if I save and then come back to the game and refresh, we have to survive for 5 seconds. Oh, and I got hit. That's good. So there's my medic kit, right? Oh, we didn't make it go away. Oh, look how much health we have. All right, we got to do one other thing. So we got to go y.destroy. We got to destroy that medic kit. Let's destroy it after it's given us what we want. Man, I am much more comfortable coding on a Mac. All right, so there we go. Let me refresh this. Okay, we got to survive a little bit. Let's hit some of these octopus. I didn't even hit that one, but it still gave it to me. Did you see how early I was able to get that on hit? So if I come in here, oh, I got it. That's because of the hitbox. So if we come right up to this meta kit that we made, where did we make you? Here he is. And let's go node.style.border. Well, let's do a background color this time. Background color equals pink. Do pink. I just changed my mind to purple. Okay, so let's save this. Look how big this medic kit actually is. Let me get out of the way. Hit a few people. That's how big your medic kit is, and that is going to be its hitbox. If I hit anywhere in there, I get it. You can see by that, by the background color. So what you want to do is you want to do something called a crop. Well, there's two things you can do. First off, if you're ever drawing in Piscolab, you got to make this medic kit take up from edge to edge and top to top, and that will make sure that you have a great hitbox that you've built. So if you came in here and said, okay, I want this, I want all this blue, and I'm going to come here and draw with my red, and here is my medic. Man, my mouse control is weak. Here is my medic kit. So this is one way to do it. Now your hitbox will look fantastic. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so if we downloaded this, the hitbox would be perfect. Now, if you already have an image that you've drawn, you're like, man, I really like that image. What you want to do is, the easiest thing is to come in here and you should download GIMP. Now, I don't know a whole lot of different ways to do this. If you have a better way, you let me know. But this is the way that I do it. GIMP is a free open source program. It's kind of like Photoshop in that it lets you draw things. Some people get really good with GIMP. They can draw awesome images, create really cool files. What I use GIMP for is pretty much one-dimensional. For images to do their backgrounds, make them transparent, or for cropping. So here we have GIMP open. Let me open my folder and come into where we were at. Let's see here. I'm in my YouTube videos, and this one's called image help, images. Let me grab this medic. I'm going to drag it onto GIMP. Okay, so there it is. That's the image, that's what the person sees. All of this is transparent, but that's included in your hitbox. So if you just come here, images, zealous crop, boom, it's going to find the edges and it's going to create it all around, shrink it down to the smallest possible rectangle, smallest possible square. So now I come, do export, and I'm in the right place. We want to export the medic. Do you want to replace it? Absolutely, I want to replace it. Hit export. Now watch this. If I am in my game, I have to survive for a little while. I have to survive. There's the medic kit. Oh, I still have the background color on. But now you can see that it is, oh, got it, and died. Now you can see that the hitbox is tight. It looks like it's going to work. So again, here we have these enemies. If we come in here into GIMP, so we don't need that file anymore. No, I don't need to save. GIMP's asking me if I want to save it in a GIMP file. I already exported it as a PNG. I don't need GIMP files anymore. So if I were to grab this, paste it in here, let's zoom in. All you do is go image, zealous crop, bam, you got yourself the smallest possible rectangle hitbox. Now if you hit them in this corner, it's going to activate. It's going to activate the hitbox, but we don't have pixel detection in our game. It's just going to be however big the image is. So you could export this into your game. So you go export as, perfect, replace, export, get rid of you. So that one was the, now let's do this face. He's in there. Again, you can scroll in so you can get a lot better view. Hit image, zealous crop, boom. Now you're dealing with a good image. It's going to make your game a lot more flow how someone would expect, whatever the one word is for that. Export as, export, and export. Perfect. If I come here and play, now look how tight all of these borders are. They're perfect. Well, they're good enough because we're dealing with squares, we're dealing with rectangles. So that is the way that you want to make your images. If you're building images for your game, make sure that they're tight. So either in Piscal app, take up the whole grid always. Go end to end, top to bottom. And if you can't do that, then get GIMP. It's a free download. You can just put it in there, do zealous crop, you're good to go. Okay, hopefully this video was helpful. If you build your own games, send it to me so I can post it here. I love when kids can play each other's games. These are good things to get on and builds a lot of confidence. It makes you think. You find out how good of a coder you really are when you start creating your own ideas. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you later. See you next week. See you guys.